to what Arty Noobs for general disturbance. This is the M53, M55, the Tier 9 American SPG. It's located on the west spawn of Sand River and it's under the command of talon1958. Yes, Talon sent in a replay to counter Angelina's one. Angelina got a second class and a Confederate in her GW Panther, her 2 marked GW, and well, now Talon's responding with his 1 marked M53, M55. Well, he spotted some enemy tanks coming down the river bed already, lining up a shot in the E100. Yeah, Clumsy stopped him in his tracks. I think he actually tracked that E100 there. But the guy used his repair kit straight away. You can see the enemy EBR doing runs up and down the dunes. Now it is possible to take those out. One of our players, you may remember it, Firehawk, he actually did manage to take out a streamer in an EBR 105 with one beautifully placed shot. And a direct hit for 379. Now what I like here is that Talon not only is changing position to avoid counter battery, but he is also making good use of the time so that he's ready to fire again the moment that the enemy is stationary and he's loaded. Now he's going to have difficulty trying to get that FB215B. It's the heavy tank, the British heavy tank, not the Death Star. He's lining it up, but he's probably hit the... oh, he actually hit the turret! I thought for a second that would hit that rock outcropping right on top there, but no, he managed to place the round so carefully it went into the turret of the FB215B, and that's really going to put him upset him, because he lost 322 hit points. You know, so often I'm watching a battle and I'll see an Arty round go in and it only does 50 or 100 hit points of damage, never a huge amount, but then you see an accurate player like Talon fire in and wow, then they get big hits. Oh, and he got double there, double bubble. He took a shell, put it between the two of them and hit both of them with splash. Now he's decided to change position again, but he can still get some value out of those 2 enemy tanks up in the corner. I'd say that T-54 lightweight looks like a good target as well. And he's now turning to face the enemy, but he's actually going to go for the Viz 55 or the Leopard 1. And there's an Emil up there as well now. If only he could get that T-54 lightweight, slow him down just for a little while, and then our teammates will take him out. But he's going to go for the Viz 55. The guy's having a quick look over the dune. That's up. Well, it actually looks like the shell hit the Leopard 1 who was just behind the Viz 55, but both the 212A and Talon are going to have to change position. They're going to have to go south round the rock spot here, round the rock feature, and he's going to have to go into the dunes to shoot south, but that does take a little bit of risk because we haven't cleared the dunes and there is an enemy tank down there. Not just the EBR, there's a heavy tank down there as well, and he hasn't appeared yet. Now Progetto's really close. Now the EBR's close as well, and we have been spotted already, so he has to move. Fires around him quickly, and he did get some damage. He got some stun assist. Oh, but he's taken around from a T-49. That's unfortunate. And there's the enemy Arty round, so it was very wise of him to leave while he did, because the enemy Arty did immediately say, oh, I want that one. He did the right thing. Okay, we've got plenty of guys around this side of the map now, so it might be a good idea for him to go down to the riverbed and shoot from there. But instead what he's going to do is shoot from here first. Oh, he'll track the Viz 55. Oh, and he just fired in as the wreck was created. So now he needs to move. Yep, that's it. Get closer to the riverbed as you move. We can see that where the enemy were on the north edge of the riverbank. Yeah, he's having a look at that now because there's a K91 there who's stationary and he's sitting next to that bush. He's now going to learn that that's not the best thing to do. Standard reload, 40.27 seconds. Talon's got it down to 32.63. And he got a direct hit. Oh, but we just lost the 212A to their T49. So I think Talon is actually in sight of the enemy. So he needs to get down into that dip in the riverbed to stop the T49 getting a shot at him. I think about here would be okay. So I don't think the T49 can see him from here, but yeah, he's decided to go down into the riverbed. He's a smart guy. That's better, because there's no way the T49 is going to see him. And he's actually now looking to the south of that EBR. And there's an E50M. That was the tank that we were looking at in the dunes that we hadn't spotted, but somebody spotted him since. Now the EBR is being held at bay. There's a Kunstpanzer off to the east. You might want to consider that, but he's back in sight again. Oh, he is going to go for him. Now it's a really difficult shot because he's just over the other side of the dunes, but there's that K91 again. Now can we put a round onto him? The Kunz has gone. He just got wiped out. Rounds out the K91. He's blocked the target, and the shell was very accurate. And he did get some damage, and I think he got some stun assist as well. And the team's doing well overall because they are now 3 tanks up on the enemy. And Talon, he's moving further north to get away from that T49 and to also give himself position on the enemy EBR, because he's actually now managed to make it up onto that prominence, that lookout spot, the rock above our cap, and he's now aiming. Okay, there's that K91 again. He could extract another shot into him. Rounds out. Oh, another wreck created just after he fired. So unfortunately he doesn't get any value off that one, but it was the right target at the time because there was no other target in sight. The EBR 105 has gone down the other side, and our AE Phase 1 and Object 704 are guarding the cap area. In the meantime, Talon's actually headed in towards the enemy cap area. There's only 5 enemies left. 2 Arty, a light tank, well, 2 light tanks, and they just lost one of their Arties and the T49, the guy who hit Talon. Just trying to look for the spot where he got hit on that one, but can't see it. Oh, they've lost their other Arty, and there's the EBR 105. He needs to be careful that he doesn't hit his own teammate, but I think that EBR is now going to be a goner. Yep, he's out of the game. And that means now there's only 1 enemy left. It's the E50M up in the dunes. This was a tier 10 game. That's the top tier medium tank. Now, can he get nice little shots on this guy? It'd be nice if he gets some more hits. Rounds out. Looks good. Yes! 351 from a near miss. Excellent. Landed just in front of him, but it still managed to get a hefty chunk. And there goes the 50M for a win. Here's the end of battle results, and that was only a 3rd class tanker for talon1958 in the M53, M55. I thought it'd be higher, but no, I think it was the lack of stun assist that actually stopped him on that one. He got a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 7, and he did get a Confederate because he hit more of the enemy than anyone else in his team. It's just so simple for Arty to do. All you got to do is spread the Arty love all around, and you get a medal out of it, and usually that means you get more credits, even if you lose or draw. So it's well worth getting that Confederate medal, because of course it proves to everyone that you are hitting the enemy and hitting them hard, and it's only up to your teammates then to give you the stun assist that you need to take you up to an ace tanker. His win rate from that one was 1,934, which is very good indeed. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, the highest damage in the game actually went to the Rhino Sorrente. He got 5,000 210 hit points of damage. Got the high caliber. The second highest damage was the E50M on the enemy team with 4,362, and the third highest damage was the Leopard with 3,347. We can see that the T100LT on our team managed to get a Pascucci's and a patrol duty, whilst Talon managed to get, of course, that Confederate. So, and the enemy EBR got a patrol duty, so he was doing a good job spotting, even if he wasn't picking up a huge amount of credit. So, I think it may have been just the fact that he was running around a lot, doing a lot of spotting. Let's have a look and see what his figures are. Come on. 2018 spotting assist, yes, so you can see that he was being very active, even if he wasn't actually getting a lot of damage, and he was fairly difficult to hit because he was running around erratically, whereas our T100, another nice amount of damage, spotting damage, 2,447, but he actually did a fair bit of damage overall, so he actually clocked over 5,000 in combined, so that's why he did so well, and the EBR 105 didn't do so well, and of course got taken out by him right at the end. Anyway, we can see from the scores that Talon managed to get 2,255 hit points. Remember, he did have a few blind shots in there where he hit the target. We saw the tracer end, but no explosion. He didn't get any kills, but the person with the most kills actually was the Rhino Sorrente, the high caliber guy. 3 kills went to the T100 LT and 2 kills went to the A Phase 1, the Object 430U and the 60TP. Nobody on the enemy team managed to get more than 2 kills. In fact, 1 kill was only obtained by only 4 of their team, so they weren't very good. But look who did actually manage to get a kill. It was that T49, the one who hit Talon. Yes, he killed the 212 just as we were standing alongside him. So thank goodness for Talon that he didn't kill Talon instead, but he did get 1 shell into him already. So some of those hit points actually do belong to Talon. When it came to base XP, he's a little further down the table. Didn't get the stun assist that he wanted. 1,084 went to the Rhino Sorrente, 1,034 went to the T100 LT, 952 went to the AE Phase 1. And then obviously down here in 6th place, we've got Talon with 752. So yeah, 6th place on XP, but as I said, I think that's down to lack of stun assist. He fired 11 shots, got 3 direct hits on the enemy, no penetrations but 12 splash. Damage of 2,255 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. Received 1 hit from the T49, it did penetrate. Yep, he was lucky to stay alive. 7 enemy vehicles damaged, none killed, but 1,057 hit points of stun assist off 12 stuns. If only that had been slightly higher, I think he would now be equaling Angelina, or just close to Angelina in terms of scores, because of course Angelina's got a 2nd class and Confederate, now Talon's got a 3rd class and Confederate. Would have had better with more stun assists, just didn't get it. 38,055 credits for the game, 50,000 for completing a mission, 88,055 altogether after repair and ammunition resupply, took away 59,799 credits profit on a premium account. 1,128 XP times 2 for the first victory, took away 2,256 experience points altogether. He says use that P in SPG. Quite right too. You're under threat when you were actually sitting near the cap from those guys who were coming down from the north, and he did the right thing. Relocate, move a bit further south, get into a safe position. But of course, look at the minimap, and if you saw that the enemy was fairly close and you did get spotted by the EBR, obviously Arty rounds were going to be inbound, so he quickly fired that round, got out of there, quickly evade, escape. Unfortunately did take a round in the process, but at least he got to a position where he could continue the fight and then move north as well when the enemy threatened the cap from the different direction. It's always a smart move to keep an eye on that mini-map just to see where you're safe from and which direction the enemy thrust is coming from, so you're not caught unawares. So many tank players, they get caught unawares, they're not looking at their mini-maps. We do, because we need to look for our next target, and the only way to do that is to have a big mini-map. But so frequently people lose the game because they get so tunnel visioned on moving to the enemy cap, they forget that the enemy has actually already made it to their cap and they're about to lose the game for a cap out. So yes, it really is worth a while keeping a large mini-map to see what's going on. I'm sure there'll be more replays from both Angelina and Talon later in the week. At least I'm hoping that they're enjoying this switching around and changing to different arties. I find it very refreshing actually to try different arties, even if sometimes I'll try the same tier level, but just different arties each time, just to see have I still got all my skills at that particular level. But it certainly does pay sometimes to go to different different tech trees, different nationalities, and different tiers as well, because you might find there's another arty somewhere else that you actually do enjoy and you get good results in, as well as the one that you frequently send in. If you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.